Hi, I'm Lynette, and welcome to another episode of I'm Not Buying It. Now, I did do episode 1. This is episode 2. I did episode 1, and if you didn't see it, no worries. I will link it up here for your viewing pleasure. And I was contemplating this being a series, and I asked you guys if you'd be interested in that. And from the response that video received, and some of you in the comments saying yes, you would like to see this type of video again, here we are. So thank you for supporting that first video. And yeah, I'm back. I didn't expect to be back this soon with another one of these videos, but who knew that there's so much makeup, new makeup that's like being made and being put out. So if this is your first time here, this video is just basically talking about new releases that have maybe just come out or that are on the way, and me just saying, you know, picking out the ones that are semi-interesting or interesting to me, and just kind of saying out loud, I'm not buying it. Because if you're new here, my goal for 2022 is to not bring as many eyeshadow palettes into my collection as I did last year, because last year was completely insane. So we're not trying to repeat those patterns and habits this year. All right, if you like these types of videos, then please consider subscribing, because I'm here every Saturday doing makeup hauls, reviews, swatches, and tutorials, and all sorts of other shenanigans. So let's get started. As I said, there was a lot that either has come out or is coming out, and I'm not going to cover it all, but just the ones that sort of kind of looked kind of interesting, especially if it comes to eyeshadow palettes. And I will put down in the description box below the websites that I go to on Instagram to find these. So it's usually MakeupReleaseRadar, Trend Mood, and sometimes it's the Indie Spot, Indie Makeup, or so I'll put the ones that I got these from today in the description box below, just in case you're interested in following those accounts as well. All right, let's get started with some eyeshadow palettes from, I'm all the way over here because I'm going to put up the pictures of what it is I'm talking about. From ColourPop, because ColourPop puts out new stuff every week. And this one is in stores now, and they are quads, eyeshadow quads. And I think since then there are even more quads that they have released. I'm not sure, but these are Acai. I see you, baby. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Feeling coconutty, on the mango, strawberry sweet. I'm kind of over the like cutesy play on words titles too, to be honest with you. But I mean, these are pretty, but I feel like we've seen this before from ColourPop. And these are all nice. They're all kind of themed, sort of kind of monochromatic. And yeah, I feel like we've seen these quads before. And I got three quads from Juvia's Place last year, monochromatic. And yeah, I'm not buying it. Next up, we have from Sigma, and I'm looking at my phone here. Sigma, and they have the Bare Bliss palette that is available at Costco. That's new, right? I don't know. Is it? Yeah, right now it's exclusively at Costco. So that's interesting. The palette though, the palette is nice. They are continuing in their, long rectangular eyeshadow palettes, and the color story is nice. I mean, if you like, or if you're interested in a nice neutral color story, I think the shades in this are nice. I like the fact that there appears to be several deepening shades in here, to give you some depth to your looks. There's some mostly mattes. It's mostly mattes. It looks like there's only 3 shimmers in this palette, and it's really pretty. But yeah, I know I'm not in need of another neutral palette, so I'm not buying it. All right, what do we have next? Here from Colored Rain, they have, this palette is out, and I know I've seen a couple of people on YouTube with it. It is the Rebellious Nudes. And again, another beautiful neutral color story. This one is a lot warmer, and whereas the Sigma was a little more cool, this one is a lot warmer, and it's pretty. It looks like it's got 3 shimmers, and then the rest are mattes. So again, another eyeshadow palette with way more mattes than shimmers. But you know, it's a warm neutral palette. Those are the ones that I'm least interested in. So this for me is an easy pass. I'm not buying it. And then from Flower Beauty. Now I have 2 palettes, eyeshadow palettes from Flower Beauty, the Jungle Lights and the Desert Lights, which they put out not too long ago. And this is a new one. Oh, is this in collaboration with Charlie's Angels? Yes, Flower Times Charlie's Angels. So you know, Drew Barrymore, who's this is her brand. She was in the remake of Charlie's Angels, well, the Charlie Angels movie. And this is the palette, another neutral eyeshadow palette. This one is very different from the other 2. The other 2 were pans, flat pans, square pans, whereas this one is a round like wheel, and this doesn't interest me at all, not at all. And I think, you know, in comparison to the other 2 neutral palettes we just looked at, this one here is the least interesting. So yeah, I'm not buying that either. And then next up is a palette from Natasha Denona. This is out and it's celebrating Valentine's Day. This is the, what is this? The Mini Crush eyeshadow palette. It comes with a little mini eyeshadow brush. And so I'm wondering if this is the same size as the mini palettes. It looks like it is. I'm just wondering if it's any smaller. Can those palettes get any smaller? Because it's coming with a little brush. I'm wondering what the price point is going to be on these. Well, what the price point is on these. I haven't looked it up. So normally these small palettes are $25. I wonder if that price has changed now that she's included a brush. If you have this palette, please let me know down below how much you paid for it. And you know, I do have the Mini Love palette from Natasha Denona. And that one is a little, yeah, pink, purple, whereas this one looks like it's a little more pink with maybe a little red shimmer shadow in it. But yeah, I feel like if you have the Love palette and or if you have the Mini Love palette, I just don't see where this palette would be necessary. Certainly not necessary for me, especially since I didn't love the Mini Love palette. So yeah, not buying it. And then we have some, this is eyeshadow palette heavy today, because you know, that's my love, that's my first love. Okay, so from Playing in Makeup by Yolando, she's coming out with more 6-pan palettes, and they're fairly monochromatic. Okay, so I don't think these are out yet. And what do they call the Formula Collection 2? So she already has 6-pan palettes in her collection, monochromatic 6-pan palettes in her collection. So she's coming out with some new ones. So you have that one that's like grungy and it's got like the dirty brown, greenish beigey shade, and then some browns and a gold. It looks like a black in that palette. That one is pretty. Kind of reminds me of one of the Colored Rain palettes when they had their 6-pan palettes. And then you have one that's like a pink, purple, coral palette, color story. And then you have one that has some oranges in it and some random looking green. It's a cute green though, but okay. And then you have a blue palette, you have a purple palette, and then this monochromatic gray palette, which is really cute. It looks like a black and white photo. But yeah, that's really pretty. But I feel like And let me know if you agree or not, or if I'm wrong. But I feel like the monochromatic 6-pan palettes, and I think I talked about this in the last video too, I feel like that's been done, like done to death, exhausted at this point. Between ColourPop and Juvia's Place, I feel like, and even Playing in Makeup by Yolanda, who already has some of these in her collection, I feel like these have been done to death at this point. Like, do we really need any more monochromatic 6-pan eyeshadow palettes? I mean, really? I know I got the quads, the grays from Juvia's Place last year. I've got the 6-pans from Juvia's Place in the pink and the purples and the greens, and yeah, I feel like this has been done to death. I feel like it's time to move on to something else. But let me know, let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? But yeah, for me, I kind of feel like, I'm over the monochromatic 6-pan palettes. I need to see something new. I need to see something different if I'm going to get up off my money and purchase one. So yeah, I'm not buying any of these. I know the formula is going to be good too. The mattes, at least, she's got great mattes, and yeah, so I know they're going to be nice, but yeah, no, I'm not buying it. And then from Ace Beauté, I feel like recently came out with a floral palette, and now they have the Floral Vintage palette, and this is a big palette, and you know, it's pretty, it's colorful. I think it's really pretty for more like springtime. You've got pretty oranges and some dark purple berry shades. You got some green. You got a little bit of everything. Ace Beauté always has beautiful packaging, and their color stories are really nice, and this color story is really nice as well. But yeah, it's just not, it's not doing anything for me. So pretty, but I'm not buying it. And I was gonna talk about MAC, but do we need to? Let's talk about Danessa Myricks. Danessa Myricks has these multi-chrome liners that are out. They're $22 each, which is a bit steep for my taste. But they look really pretty. Most of them look really truly multi-chrome. A couple of them not so much, not able to see the shifts as much, but there's quite a few that are really pretty. And I do like the multi-chrome liners that I do have. I do have 2 in my collection from another brand, and I like them. And these look really creamy. I've seen her in her videos on Instagram. She does videos with all of her products, and yeah, they're really pretty. And you know, maybe down the line, perhaps later, much later this year, perhaps I would look into checking out 1 or 2 of these. I mean, the multi-chrome liners I have now, I don't use that often, in all honesty, so I don't think that I really need any more. But I do like a multi-chrome liner. I love the thought of it, and I love it in action and practice. So maybe down the line, when the sales come around, maybe I would consider it. Perhaps, not sure. But right now, at this moment, I'm not buying it. And let's talk about some more palettes that do have me interested. Okay, and the first one being from Sydneygraceco. They have a new palette coming out. They have a bundle of eyeshadow singles coming out this year. Don't know if they're out yet already. But then they have this palette that, I don't know. See, there's a picture. There's a palette in the picture. Let's go to their website and see if they say anything more about it. There's a palette in the picture, and it's quite pretty. Yeah, I don't see anything else about it even on their website. But that palette I do like all those dark shades in it. They look matte, but not sure that photo is so dark. But looks like a lot of deep shades in there. And yeah, so that's interesting. So that one I'm going to keep my eye out for and see where they go with that. They haven't said anything else about it, which is really odd. But yeah, if that's going to be a palette, that's something I'll keep my eye out on. Not sure if I would get it, but definitely has piqued my interest. And then lastly, oh, it's a palette that has definitely piqued my interest. It's from Myricks, a brand in Australia. I believe it's an indie brand in Australia. And they have a new palette coming out called Nocturnal. And they've got the throwback ABH like carpet. It looks like, you know, faux suede packaging on the palette. But can we talk about the eyeshadows that are going to be in it? And this isn't even all of them. I think there's 2 more that she hasn't revealed yet. Yeah, so she's revealed these first 10, and I don't think she has yet revealed the last 2. But those are beautiful. And Myricks is a brand that I've been wanting to try. But the price, between the price of the palette in combination with the shipping from Australia, has not made me pull the trigger. So this palette though, this palette might be the one to make me succumb. So I'm going to keep an eye out, see what those other 2 shades are going to be. I don't really think it matters because these 10 right here have already got me sold on it. And then maybe check out the pricing because they're not cheap. Their palettes are not cheap. But yeah, gorgeous. So yeah, that's definitely piqued my interest. So that is one that I might actually buy. But we'll see. We shall see. That is it, y'all. I kept it pretty much focused on the eyeshadow palettes. I'm sure by the time this video comes out, there are plenty more that are either on the way or have been released already. Let me know down in the comments below. Are you looking to purchase any of these items? Or are there others out there that you've got your eye on? If you like this video, then please give it a like and consider subscribing. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again next week. Until then, bye-bye.